With the recent update, there were a bunch of buffs and nerfs, as well as buffs to a lot of the attachments, and so now this is going to be the new #1 meta loadout, the DM-10 x LC-10. Genuinely pretty overpowered because the DM-10 allows you to win every long-range gunfight, while nobody's going to outgun you with the LC-10. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the DM-10 Overkill LC-10. Very OP setup, more so in Warzone, so this is more of a Warzone build comp video, but we were using multiplayer and it was one of my easiest tactical nukes ever. Like, it literally prepares you for any scenario and you have to be trying it out. So we are not going to be adding a muzzle just because we only have 5 attachments, so we got to make the build a little bit different compared to how we would usually build it. So we are going to be adding the long barrel, just maximizing that damage range. Without the long barrel, it's 21.6 meters, so this thing is going to literally get a 30% increase with the long barrel, and we don't need to use the the reinforced barrel, because the bullet velocity is already fast 500, allowing us to really just maximize that damage range. That's one of the reasons why the LC-10 is so good. It's so easy to hit your shots to where you don't even really need this underbarrel. But I really like the movement speed that we get. It's just, if there was an underbarrel that maximized movement speed and we didn't get recoil control, I would definitely use that. But the Ranger foregrip, now you're going to be able to get from point A to point B a little bit faster, increasing that sprinting movement speed by 6%, and then our tactical sprint speed by 4%, and then it also increases that side to side reduction of that recoil. So then if you do want to use that long range, you're going to be able to easily do so. You're just not going to really miss any shots. It's going to be super simple. And yeah, Call of Duty YouTubers have the best lobbies, including myself, and you're probably wondering how we get them. Well, one method that everyone can do is by using no lag VPN. This is a VPN that will bypass SBMM, allowing you to get lobbies with more Timmies than ever, so you can actually relax and play the game without having to sweat like you're trying to win a tournament. No lag VPN has also been around since the early Verdansk days, and I actually used to get a lot of my content using it since it would just save me so much time. Plus, they do have a money back guarantee policy, so if it doesn't work like how you want it to, you can get your money back, and so there's really no reason not to try it, which is why you should download No Lag VPN today and use code CBAS for a nice discount. For the magazine, we're going to be going over and adding the extended mag 1, increasing that overall mag size from 34 up to 45. Not really that much of an increase, but you don't really die with the gun, and if I didn't have the extended mag, I wouldn't have got the tactical nuke. I don't think. Like, you definitely have to use the extended mag on here. It makes it's so much easier to use. And then another thing that also makes it easier is by adding the ergonomic grip. You guys already kind of know this. It just increases the mobility, allowing you to genuinely take advantage of the omni movement. If you don't have this on here, you're going to go slide into a gunfight, have a delay, and you're going to have you're probably not going to win that gunfight, especially because the LC-10 doesn't have the best TTK up close. It's a little bit better at medium range, given you're supposed to use the DM-10 at medium range, but just the LC-10 is so versatile to where, you can really use it in any scenario, and the ergonomic really allows you to do so. Then for the last attachment, we are going to be adding the infiltrator stock, allowing us to strafe very fast, making ourselves an almost impossible target to hit. You're going to do a lot better with the infiltrator. Yes, the strafe might be a little bit too fast, but just get used to it and you'll see the true power behind it. Right here is going to be the best LC-10 in the game. You could take off the infiltrator though and add a suppressor if you want to be off the radar, or if you want the gun to be extra good up close. Then I would use the rapid fire, and the bullet velocity is still going to be good. It's just you're not going to have as much range, but then up close, within that effective damage range, you're killing 14% faster. So it is pretty helpful. I would just rather have a little bit more mobility and a more consistent weapon if I'm only rocking 5 attachments. Now for the 5 attachment DM-10, for the optics, so this depends if you're playing Warzone or if you're playing aggressive with the weapon. And when I say aggressive, that means like aggressive in Warzone, or if you're playing multiplayer. So the more long range build is going to be with the Remuda rangefinder. If you are just playing regular, then I would use like the Willis 3x, Ontario red dot, or what I was rocking in the gameplay was just the Kepler microflex, since a lot of my gunfights were pretty close range. Slap on that blue dot, and that was more than enough for me. Then we're going to be going over to the muzzle, and we're going to be adding the suppressor. Warzone, you want to use the monolithic just because you need to maximize your range on your weapons, and the ADS speed doesn't really matter too much if you're only using it at long range, but the more aggressive builds definitely going to have the suppressor on there, not lowering any of the stats of the weapon, so then you can just be off the radar and not really have more of a sluggish weapon. And that sluggishness is going to kind of hit when you add the buffer weight stock. Does add a lot of recoil control. This gun is pretty bouncy, and sometimes I was like missing shots because of how bouncy it was with just 5 attachments. Usually with the 8 attachment you can make it a little bit better, but with the buffer weight stock, it adds a lot of that. It also gives you some aim locking steadiness and aim and idle stability, so it's just gonna sway a little bit less, and our ADS speed's going down, but I think it's very much worth it to use the buffer weight stock. And since if you miss any shots with the gun, probably gonna like the time to kill drastically goes up because the fire rate isn't that fast. So you need to make sure you're hitting those, and that's going to be the most important thing. But to bring up some of that sluggishness that we are getting with that buffer weight, we are going to be going over to the rear grip, and we are going to be adding the quick draw grip. This is the best rear grip if you want to increase the ADS speed. It's going to increase it by 21%, as well as that jumping ADS speed. And so now the weapon's not going to feel as sluggish. You're going to be able to move around a little bit easier with the gun. And then we're going to be going over to the barrel. Warzone, you want to use the gain twist barrel, so then your bolt velocity is at over 1200, which means you have hit scan up to like 65 meters, which is honestly pretty crazy. Multiplayer though, you're going to get more value out of just adding the long barrel on there, increasing that damage range by about 30 meters. The bolt velocity is already going to be good enough, so you don't really need more than that. You could even take off the long barrel, go over here and add the recoil springs, and this really makes the gun less bouncy and a lot easier to use. It's just you kind of need the extra damage range. So right here is going to be a very good 5 attachment multiplayer build. If you want to use it in Warzone, add the gain twist, add the monolithic. That's going to be the best ones. And if you guys want gunfighter for like both of these, go on my channel. I have a lot of videos going over every single gun. So if you do find it helpful and you want to find your way back, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. You can maybe vouch for me in the comments. And if you want, you know, a lobby like the one we're about to get, check out No Lag VPN today. I smell you over here, buddy. I smell you. But you're gone? Oh, I see you. I see you. We're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna miss every single bullet. We're gonna push up. We're just gotta play super aggressive. And then, you know, for the long range gunfights, we pull out that DM-10 and we good to go. This overkill build is so good. Hey, I promise you it's good. It's good. It's just the, you know, there's 5 attachments on it. If you could do 8 attachments, it would be extra good. But sometimes I'll like run around with the DM-10 and I'll play too aggressive, and then I'll just get fucking bopped on because I missed 1 bullet. Bro, I got some good aim today. We got some good aim today, brothers. Take him out. I see buddy over here. Boom. Let teammate run forward. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Damn, do imagine. Okay, now the enemy should be spawning over here. You see this? I just know. I always know. Give me my harp. Give me my harp already, hoes. Let's go. Oh, we're piecing. 4th of July weekend. We got all the children on. Let's go. Okay, we're so close to this harp. I gotta... Oh, we got the harp. There we go. I love my blast traps. I love my blast traps. Well, we're on the 17 already. This is actually... Well, I'm not gonna jinx it, but this could be a speedy nuke. Bada boom, and then they're all going to be spawning over here, so I'm going to use this heady. No way you're still alive. No way. I should have died yesterday. I genuinely should have died. I don't think my teammates are going to get... Bro, that was a horrible reaction time. Holy shit. Just going to play aggressive over here. No, I should have just went for the gunfight. Literally, I thought he turned around. For some reason, in my brain, I saw him turn around. I was like, okay, he went to go hide. I'm just going to reset the gunfight because, like, if there's 2 of them there, there's probably going to be 17 of them there. Damn, boys, we literally genuinely had that nuke. No, we still do. The game's not over. We're trying to thicken this plot, trying to make it more exciting. And, you know, we're chilling. Oh, it's 4th of July, and... people always lose their hand on it all the time. I was almost one of those people. I had a firework go off in my hand and I chucked it, and right when I chucked it, it like blew up in my face basically. But just tell me, you're gonna die anyways. And if I didn't chuck it, it would have blown off my whole hand. But the part that went off my hand was like the fuse. That shit, oh my god, burned all the skin off. If you go on my Twitter, you can go find a picture of it. This guy's gonna, yeah, teammate's gonna lose the gunfight. That guy's tweaking. That's the best prestige 2 I've ever seen in my life. Whoa! Just tweaking, bro. He's just doing 360s. Breakdancing on the field. He ain't gonna chow. He's never gonna chow anything. Okay, I gotta lock in. Wait, yeah, that shit hurted really bad. Holy shit, all the skin off my hand came off. Everything. Dude, they're all just tweaking right now. See, the fact since how you didn't reach out, I'm not gonna reach out. I'm just gonna miss every shot on your teammate. Okay, spawns are flipping. They are gonna be kind of in middle map as well, though. Oh, these spawns are flipping hella. Just sit here, let the enemies push us, enjoy the day. Wait, actually, we're spawning a little bit farther out. I can probably get these kills before my teammates do. Bro, the DM-10 is so enjoyable. Let's see, we're about to get this nuke. Bro, I swear he said Wu-Tang boom. Oh, could I get 3 big booms? If you know, you know. That was sketchy. That was so sketchy. Okay, the game actually is going to end somewhat soon, so I got to play like hyper aggressive here. Because I don't think my teammates are ever going to give up the hill. Gonna push through here. We're gonna pull out the war machine. Teammates, I need you guys to die. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the nice little triple. All the big fucking booms for us. We're on the 19. Bro, I actually survived that. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, there's times where I do that and somehow they don't die from it. What the hell is happening? I gotta go. I don't have time for this. That was so sick. That's a nuke. That's a motherfucking nuke. That's how we do it, boys. That's how we do it. But there's this one guy on the No Jumper podcast. His name is like Extra 4 or something, like 4 Extra or something like that. Foreskin Extra. He blew off his hand. He showed a video of him like playing with these M80s, like showing them off a little bit, saying that he's gonna blow something up. He's gonna blow someone up. And then 2 hours later, there's a clip of his entire hand just bloody and thrown apart. Just, boy, don't fuck with the fireworks. Don't fuck with them. Every single year, people lose their hand, and people still lose their hand. It seems like more people every year lose their hand, given there's more people on Earth. But like, bro, just don't fuck with the fireworks. Don't fuck with the fireworks. Don't trust them. There we go. The nice little inspects on here. We got that nuke 69 and 5. Bro, every time I play on this map, I can almost get a nuke. Not always, like, probably has to be somewhat easy, but you see a couple master prestiges, probably just zombie master prestiges. Couldn't imagine being master prestige going 5 and 21. Jesus, and letting a level 1. There's no way it's gonna actually level 1. I don't know, but that was a pretty nice one. It's just this map is so fluid, plays so nice. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys had a safe 4th, and deuces.